Say, Maria, we've never seen this level of engagement with the SEC that we've had over these last couple of weeks. We're really getting into the granular details of how spot Bitcoin ETFs would come to market. You know, for us, this is the #1 mission of the firm. Ticker GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This is our flagship fund, and we've been working to uplist it to a spot Bitcoin ETF for years now, and we remain optimistic. This is a matter of when, not a matter of if.
So what specifically are the details that the SEC is looking at? I mean, all we've heard so far is that the SEC is getting too heavy a regulatory hand when it comes to this. Even if the players involved do agree some regulation is necessary here. What kind of details are most important that we need to understand?
Well, I think with a new commodity like Bitcoin being offered through the ETF wrapper, they want to ensure that the appropriate investor protections are made available, and that this falls in line with other commodity-based ETFs, which there are now hundreds, if not thousands, of them here in the United States. And so, really having the opportunity to constructively engage with them on the creations, the redemptions, each of the mechanics that would underpin the product, really suggests a lot of optimism to us that these are some of the final things we may need to get from the SEC in order to have those approvals in hand.
Well, maybe, but if you look at the most recent Senate Banking Committee hearing, J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon was pretty adamant that he would ban all crypto if he was in government. Watch this.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, et cetera. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, and that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, know your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
What do you say to that, Michael?
Well, I would say, Maria, that all executive CEOs, they're entitled to have their own opinion around new technologies like Bitcoin and crypto more broadly. But I would also say at the same time, it is those exact institutions that, you have spokespeople like this coming out speaking about crypto that are already well underway into changing their business models and their offerings to account for the needs of the modern day investor. And that includes having services made available for assets like Bitcoin and crypto.